What's up, world? This is ChangeZ. You're watching East Cakalak TV. Basically, I just want to get up here for a little bit and speak on what my motivation for creating the ENC ThrowbaX mixes was about. Basically, when I first started this channel, I spoke on how, even though where we're from, Kinston, Eastern North Carolina, most of the notoriety that comes from here, as far as the people are concerned, mainly came from sports, and more specifically basketball. And that notoriety is appreciated and it's well deserved. But I knew that there's actually more artistic people that come from here than athletic people, and I just felt like it never got the notoriety it deserved. And so, initially when I first started, it started off with just me wanting to make visuals. I just started making videos, and I wanted to make visuals to my own song. That's how it started. But then somewhere along the way, I started brainstorming. I had, through the years, collected a lot of local artist music, directly local, like Kinston area, and even surrounding towns and other places I may have been in the past. Within North Carolina. So, collected it, all this music. I said, we need to do something with this. I mean, the music is good, super, the talent level is off the charts. And so, with the help of my man Ghetto Guy, because he gave me a lot of the music as well, that I didn't have. And so, I just started taking something off of this mixtape, something off of this album, and just kind of pieced it together, made a little musical gumbo. And I feel like I proved my point of displaying, how talented, the people are from here. Steel sharp as steel. So, got a few good artists, and they around some more artists, you're only gonna get better. And that's kind of what happened, and and some might say, where it's a lot of cursing, a lot of street talk on your music. Yes it is, but it's not just that, you know what I'm saying? And another thing I want to say is, for those that would respond in that way, I want you to think about all the action movies that you see, and think about all the shooting, the killing, the sex scenes that don't have nothing to do with the movie. And this is pretty much Hollywood in most of the movies. You'll see this. And I guarantee you, most people don't complain about that. Most people don't write the production company or the executive producer and say, look, you got too much shooting and killing and whatever. If you don't like it, you just don't watch it. But 9 times out of 10, you probably did watch it. You may have liked it, you may not have liked it, but you didn't really complain about that stuff, because that's the norm, that's what happens. It's entertainment. And so, just like with that, it's music, this is entertainment. Of course, there's a lot of realism in the music though, but you can't take it verbatim. Us, and I'm gonna say it specifically, as black men, a lot of time, it's a lot of gun talk, we'll shoot them up, bang, bang, but it's just symbolic. It's symbolic for expressing power. And maybe there could be other ways of doing that, I agree, and there are, but it's just, you gotta understand, you live in this world, especially if you a righteous black man. Righteous don't mean perfect, it just means you got a good heart, you trying to do the right thing, you ain't trying to do nobody dirty. You treat people the way you want to be treated, and but even if that's the case, as a black man, you still get shunned. Trust me when I tell you, man, like, it's so many cases where I won't be belligerent, I won't talking crazy, but it was situations where I had to stand up for myself and be firm and let it be known, no, you don't cross that line, or whatever the case was. And you find that in those situations, just by you standing up for yourself, you're demonized, criticized, or now you're the enemy, simply for standing up for yourself. It is the craziest thing I ever seen. I mean, the ones that know this. When you're passive and people think they can run all over you, they like you. The minute you show them you standing up for yourself, you got good sense, you can't play with me, all of a sudden you're the bad guy. It is the weirdest thing ever. But that's what it is. The ones that know. So, you know, that's the world we live in. But I said all that basically to say, you know, I think it's very important that we are able to express ourselves however we want to, whether somebody else like it or not. You know what I'm saying? You got your option to listen or not listen. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, another thing, you know, if you watch a documentary, which is something I love, you don't want to just see the bubblegum lollipop moments in somebody's life that determine, you know, where they got to wherever they got in life. You want to see the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, all that, you know, to tell that whole story. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I look at it with this music. We got some good, we got some bad. Well, I don't even want to say bad. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's all of that, you know, rolled up into one. So, you know, and that's what it is. But that's life, ain't it? Got good, bad, sunny, rain, you got it all. So that's what it is, y'all. And so that was my main motivation. You know, I just want to send a shout out to everybody that's been a part of it. And I know y'all probably like, yo, man, he just jacked our music, man. Trust me, man, it was out of love, man. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes you just can't make an announcement to what you're gonna do, man. You just got that idea and you just gotta roll with it. And hopefully people see what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? It's all about unity and love with me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hidden agendas. You know what I'm saying? I got my own music, plenty of it. Even though I haven't been recording that much, which I'm about to get back to. But so it won't never about trying to take away from nothing to nobody. This was a situation where I added to. I make free visuals to people's songs. Nobody asked me to do it. So that's why I'm not looking for no, you know, big pat on the back or this, that, and the other, because nobody asked me to do it. But of course, you want to be appreciated, and you know, you want some support on your channel. That's what I'm trying to do, build this up. I got a lot of ideas I want to implement. It's not time quite yet. You know, I'm trying to get more traffic, build up more flow on the channel. So, let me see, is there anything else I need to say right now? Probably is, but it ain't coming to my mind right now. But, anyway, man, if you want to be a part of the ENC ThrowbaX mixes, you know, just send your music to, and like I said before, my definition of a throwback is like a song 10 years or older. So most of this music actually comes from mid-2000s, some before, some a little after, you know, but that's where the bulk of it comes from. Of course, we in a different place, different space. A lot of this, like I said, that's most of it 20 years ago. So a lot of us, we in a different place and space, mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. But I just felt like it was important to, you know, that's a big part of our history. You know what I'm saying? And also, side note, you know, when you gone, you know, your child can still hear your voice. You still live on through things you recorded. So, you know, shout out to all the artists, all the producers, all the DJs, poets, whatever you do artistically. Cheers to you. You know, there's another thing, just to let you know you won't forgot about. Somebody was listening to you. Somebody appreciated you. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, if you want to send me your music, I'll be glad to check it out. You know, send it to bbruton9@gmail. That's BRUTON9@gmail.com. And also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, you can send it to Cash App, and that's ChangeZCustumz, ChangeZCustumz. Yeah, ChangeZCustumz on Cash App. And any amount would be highly appreciated. I can use it right now if you want to go ahead and do that right now. But anyway, man, I think that's about it for now, y'all. Y'all keep your spirits up, and I'll try to do the same. You understand? But that's it for now, man. This is ChangeZ. He's Cakalak TV. We out. Peace.